Hi friends, welcome back to my channel SUBBARAJU'S Learning Hub. In this session, we will talk about division of decimals, decimal fractions. Division of decimal fractions doesn't vary from the division of whole numbers. It follows the same rule as the division of decimal fractions follows the same rule as the division of whole numbers. Exceptionally, we have to observe the decimal points in the numerator and the denominator. See here we have 2.5 divided by 5. 2.5 divided by 5 means 2.5 into 1 by 5. We know that division is the inverse operation of multiplication. So you can write 2.5 divided by 5 as 2.5 into 1 by 5. So since 1 by 5 is the inverse of 5 and division multiplication is the inverse of division. So 2.5 can also be written as 2.5 by 1. We know that 2.5 by 1 is the same as 25 by 10. So when we remove decimal point, we write the equal number of zeros after 1 in the denominator. And 25 by 10 multiplied by 1.5. After simplification, 5 divides 25 by 5 times, and we get 5 into 1, 5 by 10 into 1, 10. We know that 5 by 10 is equal to and the same as 0.5. See here, while dividing the decimal fractions, see here we have one decimal point in the numerator and the denominator is a whole number. It doesn't have any decimal point. So in the product, in the quotient, we got one decimal point. Coming to the next one, 2.5 divided by 0.5. As in the above example, you can write 2.5 by 1 into 1 by 0.5. And 2.5 is the same as 25 by 10, and 0.5 in the denominator is the same as 10 by 5. So after simplification, we get 5 by 1, that is 5. See here, we have to observe one thing, that the numerator and the denominator have the equal number of decimal points. So 2.5 divided by 0.5. When we what do we got as quotient? 5. So it means that if the numerator and the denominator have the equal number of decimal points, you can ignore it. They are neutralized. See here. Here in the denominator it is 10, it is in the numerator it is 10. So 10 and 10 are cancelled. In the same way, equal number of decimals in the numerator and the denominator are cancelled, neutralized, and 2.5 by 0.5 is the same as 25 by 5. That gives the quotient 5. Coming to the next one, 0.25 by 0.5. Here the numerator has 2 decimal points and the denominator has 1 decimal point. So in the same above 2 examples, we can write a 0.25 by 1 into 1 by 0.5 and 25 by 100 into 10 by 5. You can this can be the same as 0.25 by 1 into 1 by 0.5. So after simplification, you get 5 into 1 by 10 into 1, 5 by 10. 5 by 10 is the same as 0.5. See here, the numerator has 2 decimal points and the numerator has 1 decimal point. The difference of decimal points is 1 decimal point, and you got 1 decimal point in the quotient. See, 0.5 divided by 0.25. So 0.5 can also be written as 0.5 by 1 and into 1 by 0.25, and it is equal to 5 by 10 into 100 by 25, because 0.25 has 2 decimal points. You write in the numerator, 2 zeros after 1, that is equal to 100. After simplification, you get 1 into 10 by 1 into 5. After 5 divides 25 by 5 times, and it is equal to 10 by 5. 10 by 5, we know that it is equal to 2. Coming to the next one, 0.5 by 0.25. We discuss in other terms. So it has two different number of decimals in the numerator and the denominator. The numerator has 1 decimal point and the denominator has 2 decimal points. To equalize the decimal points in the numerator and the denominator, since the denominator has 2 decimal points, we make the numerator also 2 decimal points. See, 0.5 can also be written as 0.50, as we have discussed earlier. You can add any number of zeros to the right of decimal point. So the value does not change. 0.5, 0.50, 0.500, 0.5000, etc. are the same numbers. The value does not change. So 0.5 by 0.25 can also be written as 0.50 by 0.25. Since both the numerator and the denominator have the equal number of zeros, you can ignore them or neutralize them, and they are cancelled, and it is the same fraction as 50 by 25. 50 by 25 is the same as 2. Coming to the next one, 0.5 by 0.125. 0.5 can be written as 0.5 by 1, and 0.125 can, when it is multiplied, the inverse of 0.125 is 1 by 0.125, and it can be written as 0.5 can be written as 5 by 10, and 0.125 in the denominator can be written as 1000 by 125, since 0.125 has 3 decimal points. So we write 3 zeros after 1. So after simplification, 5 divides 125 25 times, and 10 divides 1000 100 times. So 1 into 100 100 by 1 into 25 25. We know that 100 by 25 is equal to 4. So coming to the last one, in the same way, we will discuss the same example in other terms. 0.5 by 0.125. To equalize the number of decimals in the numerator and the denominator, since the denominator has 3 decimal points, we write we make the numerator 3 decimal points. See here, 0.5 is the same as 0.500 with 3 decimal points by 0.125. So since the numerator and the denominator have the equal number of decimals, 3 decimals each, we can ignore them, or we can neutralize them, or they are cancelled themselves. So 500 by 125 equal to 4. See that if the numerator has 1 decimal point and there are no decimal points in the denominator, we got 1 decimal point in the quotient. And if the numerator and the denominator have the equal number of decimals, we get a whole number. We do not get any decimals in the quotient. And if the denominator has more decimals, we get a whole number. Again, we get a whole number. This is all about the division of decimal numbers, friends. Practice. Take many number of examples and practice it. It will make you a very fast performer of decimal numbers, calculation of decimal numbers. Thank you, friends. We will meet in our next video. Until then, have a great time.